about that have toured down. You know, because the Devil's Bowl is one of those tracks that you got to see too. You know, I mean, it's a historical track, been here for years. You know, hosted the very first World of Outlaw event. It's, you know, what your family has done for the place is, it's definitely historic.
We had a bus tour this week, elderly people from Georgia, Tennessee, and everything. They came out, and we had a great time. So it's like I say, it's people. A lot of people just want to come and see it. So.
Sorry, y'all. Actually, if y'all give it a few minutes, it'll kick in. Evidently, I didn't. When I changed my sound card, I guess I didn't set it up in my broadcast. They're like, "There's no sound on YouTube." Oh, there will be now. You're welcome. Yeah, pretty much. They're
so
like seeing us talking about it. We're talking about racing, y'all. And one of the things, like when it's crazy because I didn't take my kids to their first races that weren't kart races that their mom was racing in until the Spring Nationals. I guess it'd be 3 years ago now, and I was surprised they ever wanted to go back because that night it was maybe 35 degrees outside. The power went out. It was freezing cold at the bowl that night, and I want to say we left before the final feature race that night because it was miserable cold.
Well, usually in a feature on one of these ASCS National Tour deals or Gulf South deal, the track can get pretty slick during the end of the race. So you see a lot of guys going from top to bottom, bottom top, bottom down here, top down there. They're searching for something. That's when it really gets racy.
Yeah, it really does. You know, and that's where the drivers are going to be here for this weekend. They're going to really highlight that.
Well, you left too early, man.
That's right.
Hey,
that's right.
What I'm saying is it was freaking cold. Like I couldn't feel my toes the next day. That's how cold it was.
Yeah, true fan would have stuck in there and watched the whole thing no matter what. You can't get out of that.
It's like that.
You, the last 10 laps, it gets racy.
It does. It really does. You know, if you go from top to bottom, you know, and that no matter how slick it gets if you can find it coming off a turn 4 with the Devil's Bowl, it's fast.
And it's the first one that finds it is usually, you know, the rocket for a lap or two so somebody figures it out.
And we've had that situation at RPM a couple times in the last couple of weeks. Tommy Davis Jr. now has won back-to-back weeks in the limited modified. He found him in a
wheelbarrow.
He found him he found that high line. I want to say he started 10th and found the high line before anybody else, and 3 laps later he was leading the race.
And I couldn't believe nobody else. He goes by about 5 or 6 of them. Nobody else
got up there
until about 3 laps later, and now
then he was already up front, and he was.
But that can happen too. Here at the bowl lately this year, I've been keeping the track a little drier, so the heat races aren't quite so locked down. But like you say, if I start where it's pretty racing, heat race, then I'm going to end up with rubber on it later.
Well, I think you've got a tiller and a water truck and stuff out there. Maybe even a mister if you got to go fix it up, you know.
I do. I need about a 30-minute intermission.
That's right. We can get the track ready. Yeah, we can sell hot dogs and beer and get the track ready to go.
And
get
brand
the fans
new
ready.
T-shirts.
Yeah, to get the fans ready to see some good racing.
So we're going to try to have the track a little bit drier and have a little race during the heat races.
Which is good. I think that the fans, when they come out, I'm still, I don't want to say learning. I mean, I knew.
He's learning.
You be quiet. I think I'm more learning drivers, and actually is how this show was born. Because I'm like, look, this would be something that'll help promote racing, to help me get to know all the guys and have stories to talk about, things to talk about during the races and things like that. But a lot of people, they want to see hard-nosed racing, but clean occasionally.
They want to see a couple crashes too.
85% of the people don't want to care about clean racing. They want to see crashes.
Yeah,
really.
I think if you look at, the small percentage of people want to see a crash.
That's right.
And you'll have more crashes probably on the short track than you will the big track. But when you wreck on the big track, you crash.
It hurts. Tears a few parts up.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see where that might tear up some stuff on the big track over there.
But RPM, I'm sitting there thinking about RPM, seeing them big cars, big motors, big tires, big wings up against the wall.
On that, yeah. It gets with the 305s though. I'm telling you, if I could put this hard drive between the tires and the tire, I'd be shocked.
Right up against the wall.
Yeah, and those are the fun tracks. Those are the ones you're going to see some good racing on, because the guys that are really going to shine are going to be the ones that got the cojones to step up there and get against that wall.
Right.
Not saying that the bottom's going to be faster, could be, but you got to find out which one's going to work for you and go where they ain't.
Now, when you obviously the top is the longest way around the track. Obviously, it's like any track, but a lot of times, can it be the fastest way around the track?
It sure can, just depending upon the track, depending on the bottom conditions. If it's nice and slick on the bottom there, you might not have the grip. No matter how good your car is, you might not be able to get around there. So typically to run the bottom, you got to slow the thing down some to get it to get through the corner, because otherwise that's right, you'll wash up. But running that top, so the track's got some banking on it, may have a little cushion there, so you can get some momentum and once momentum, that's going to carry. And lap after lap could be faster up on the top than it is on the bottom.
And I've seen, and I've seen that, of course, a lot with the sprint cars. How many do we start in the feature? How many do we start ASCS and start in the feature? 22 cars in the feature.
And let me tell you this. So this
you get lap traffic so fast.
It doesn't take long on RPM Speedway.
No.
I'm gonna say 5 laps. 5 laps, you're going to be hitting lap traffic.
Yeah, that's right, and that's what makes the race really good too, because then you got the leaders slicing and dicing through the traffic, and they're having to make some quick decisions.
Thank God we have a transponder over there now.
Yeah, a little tough to score,
It gets it. And as an announcer, actually, Dink McCullough gave me the best advice ever. He goes, keep up with the top 5 guys. Everybody else, don't worry about it.
Yeah, they'll figure out where they're at.
They'll figure it out.
Well, it's kind of hard, yeah. Our lap counter our scoreboard wasn't working for the first few. 4 races. Yeah. And I told Joe Casper, one of the announcers, I texted him, you're going to have to keep the fans up with the laps. He's like, keeping up with laps and announcing is kind of tricky.
Yeah, they'll know who won. Yeah.
So, yeah, thank God for transponders, because that would be tough to score at RPM.
You're talking about transponders. There's a lot of things in the racing that have really evolved over the years from when I got started racing.
Yes.
Lots of technology. Transponders, that's one. We used to always argue about, who was in front of who, and are these guys blind? Could they not see that I was in?
Can you not read the board?
That's right. But
yeah, right.
Now with we got the radios in the cockpit. And I think that's really, between the radios and the transponders, that has cleaned up the race, and it's made it more efficient, made it better for the fans, definitely better for us drivers, because you get some of those guys out there that are bullnose, and they're going to try to sneak up a spot or two and lag in behind somebody when they weren't there.
I even noticed how quick the lineups went this past weekend and the past couple of weeks since we had this working.
Since we started it, yeah, and I think it helps for us to as a track, be more efficient in. Like there's a caution on the track, getting everybody lined up, getting them where we're supposed to be, so we can get restarted without. Like the week 1 at RPM, man, it was like, all right, we've made 19 pace laps trying to get everybody.
Yeah, and you got the board out there trying to show them where they go on the chalkboard, and these guys can't read anyway.
That's the way it used to be back in the day, though. It really did. I mean, it wasn't nothing for a 5-hour ratio.
Yeah,
back in the day.
It was it was rough, and I was like, man, this is gonna take forever. And we went from getting out of there at 1 o'clock. Got the transponders and everything else, and we're rolling out of RPM on a Friday night at 11:30.
Yeah, that's nice, because that's going to, these, any of these sporting events you go to, usually about a 3.5, 4 hour window or so, and you get dragging longer than that, people start leaving, and, things like that have made these races a lot better. And you just, we're talking about technology right now and what it's done for the racing. Tear-offs. When I first started racing, you had the single tear-offs you'd put on, and the most you could get on there was about 12 or maybe 15, and then you couldn't see. It was like putting on Grandpa's glasses, for a young guy. Yeah, and you can't see anything, and so you'd have to leave those things on there for a long time on a heavy track, especially, and then you got mud caked up on top of that. You can't see, but now we run these laminated tear-offs made by Racing Optics, and you can stack 30 of those things on there and pull one a lap. And just have just some clear vision.
Is that about how many do you use per race?
It just depends upon the track conditions, the length of the race, stuff like that. But
Devil's Bowl, as many as they could get.
Yeah, if it's heavy, and depending on where you're starting in a heat race, I mean, you could go through 8 or 12 or more typically in a heat race, but in a feature, when the track gets slicker, you might just, tear off a half a dozen or something. But, the further back you start, the more you're going to use. Then obviously the heavier the track, the more you're going to use.
I've seen a guy go through a corner, tear one off going down the front straight of one, go through a corner, tear one off going down the back straight of one, a heat race at the bowl.
Yeah, if you guys ever been driving down the freeway and get the mass of bugs that get on your windshield, it's similar to that but worse.
But worse. I'll take the bugs, actually. Y'all get your text messages in 469-355-0362. It's 469-355-0362. Brought to you by our good friends at Young Ideas TV. Going to take a break and come back more here in the nation. You are riding along on KFNY, True Texas Radio.
I think
At Forney Family Dentistry and Orthodontics, we want to give you a smile with style at an affordable price. Get braces for as low as $88 a month. Join our family of racketeers today. We make it fun with exclusive events just for you. For added convenience, you can have your teeth cleaned at your ortho appointment. Give the gift of a beautiful smile for as low as $88 a month. Call us today for a free consultation or visit us at ForneyFamilyDentistry.com today.
Hey everybody, Will Riggs here for Young Ideas, your local TV expert, and I want to tell you about Dish TV. If technology, value, and customer satisfaction are important to you, then it's time to cut the cable cord once and for all. Upgrade your TV experience and start saving with Dish today. Drop by Young Ideas at 518 Houston Street in Wills Point, Texas, or call 833-4DISH-TV. That's 833-4 Dish TV, or visit them on the web at youngideastv.com. They are Young Ideas TV, your locally owned, operated, and trusted satellite TV experts.
Since 1968, Smiley's Racing Products and Hoosier Tire Southwest has been serving racers nationwide. From race parts to tires, Smiley's is ready to help you get to the checkered flag first. We provide track-tested parts and advice to all 5 of our store locations, including Kennedale, The Woodlands, Sherman, Oklahoma City, and our main showroom in Mesquite, Texas. If you don't live close to one of our stores, you can order online 24 hours a day at Smiley'sRacing.com or give us a call toll-free at 866-959-7223. Smiley's Racing Products, where we look forward to servicing your race car needs.
Your air conditioning system is the second largest investment you can make in your home, so why not choose the best? Choose American Standard Air Conditioning. Choose Forney Air. With the heat of the Texas summer right around the corner, ensure that you and your family stay cool with a brand new American Standard Air Conditioning and heating system, complete with a Wi-Fi thermostat from Forney Air. No interest for 5 years with the first 5 months deferred with approved credit. Call Forney Air for details today at 214-924-9745. That's 214-924-9745, or find them online at ForneyAirandHeat.com.
At Bush's Chicken, we understand how stressful life can be at times. There's work, getting kids to and from school, ball games, and other extracurricular activities. That's why we make ordering at Bush's Chicken quick and easy with the fastest drive-through service you will ever experience. You can leave the cooking to us, save time, and still feed your family a solid meal. On your way home, stop by today and get the best chicken, the best tenders, and the best tea at the best value. Bush's Chicken, simply the best.
Oh, yeah, back here in the Dirt Talk Nation. This segment brought to you by Heroes of Wrestling. Join us this Sunday at the Southern Junction Nightclub and Steakhouse in Royce City for live professional wrestling as Heroes of Wrestling presents Memorial Day Mayhem. Some of the best professional wrestlers from around the region will descend upon the Southern Junction for an amazing afternoon of pro wrestling. Doors open at 4 o'clock. Bell time is 6 p.m. Tickets starting at $10 ringside, just $15. You can order your tickets online at heroeswrestling.com. First 75 through the door will get a free t-shirt courtesy of Young Ideas TV. So join us Sunday. Get all the information online, heroeswrestling.com. That right there. Yeah, when you try to turn it up so that everybody can hear what's going on, that's usually what happens. So, but now he solved that problem by just turning it down. All right, y'all, we're back here in the nation. Travis Rylett with us, and you'll be able to see him in about 15 seconds now. Yes, it's like that. So, nobody, I love it because everybody goes back and watches. You know, they go to Dirt Talk Nation on YouTube, just search Dirt Talk Nation, all one word, or just go to Dirt Talk Nation and click race videos. It'll take you to the same place, and people just watch for whatever reason. I think they watch it on their smart TVs. Remember, we were having people send in pictures of them watching this show on their smart TV, and I'm like, cool. That's kind of
technology, huh?
Technology. That's why we're talking about technology.
And we were talking about technology, and I told Travis during the break, the shops are getting crazy.
Yeah, you know, we used to run like a Pro Shock or an AFCA or something like that. You could buy for less than $100. You know, now a lot of these shocks they're $500-600 and upwards from there. You got to dyno them. You got to own a shock dyno. There's these race cars on a dirt track have gotten more technical than what they were 20-something years ago when I first started running them.
Yes, one of the things that we talk about all the time is the factory stock guys is that anything but stock.
That's right, yeah, and it rolls into every class. It's not just the sprint cars; it's every class, and it goes down to tires and the bleeders. I mean, we've got digital bleeders in our cars now. Where years ago we just had these little pop-it things, and they came out with the diaphragm bleeder, which works way better. And now we've got electronic. It's crazy the advances in technology. But the difference between when I first started racing now is everybody's got all that stuff. Where years ago only a select few had some of that.
All right, so I have a question for you since you've been racing a minute, 20-plus years, right?
That question and that whole theory right there about the money and all between the cars now and then, a few guys had them. It's going to be in the modified in the next section, but go ahead.
So, in that period of time you've been racing, what technological advance in racing has been the greatest advantage for you?
I'd say the shocks, like we were just talking about, a big deal. They've made so many advances in those shocks that it's you're able to do so many things with them to where before we were moving the tires more, we were changing torsion bars, doing different things.
We was talking about moving tires in and out.
Yeah, sliding them in and out, just different things. Now you can dial your shocks in or out. Change your compression, change your rebound, maybe put a little bump rubber in it. And the bump rubber, what it does is just let you, it might stop the flow of the shock. They're just restricted a bit. But the shocks have probably been one of the biggest advances, as well as in the engines as well. Like these this class we're going to run this weekend, these 360s are now making 730 plus horsepower. 20 years ago these same engines were probably a little over 600 or so.
If that.
Yeah, if that. That's right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So with technology, there's a price.
Right.
There's not a whole lot of difference in the horsepower in a 410 and Outlaw 360 nowadays.
No,
with letting them do your heads.
That's right. In a lot of places we go to now, we get up to like in that Skagit Speedway, the track records now in the 360s are faster than what they were in the 410s 20 years ago. Just the 360s are making the same power the 410s were 20 years ago, or 20 years, not that long ago.
So now with the new transponder system, it's going to start telling us, I mean, obviously it tell you how fast they're going and give you an estimated speed, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I need to get that hooked up onto my side so I can see that.
I mean, these guys, I think Jason ran at 13:21 during the heat races, during the Outlaw deal.
Oh, yeah.
All running 13.9s, 13.7s.
That's right, yeah.
He broke the track record 3 times in the same day.
What, half a second? Not even a half a second slower.
Well, I think in the correct me if I'm wrong here, but the Blake Hahn in maybe Bruce Griffith's car, his car, the Griffith trucking car, he's got the track record out here in the heat race. I want to say it's a 13.7. Or something in the heat race. I'm pretty sure about that, but it's something crazy. But like I say, it's not with the right track conditions, the right car, and just the weather conditions as well. Yeah. That's right.
With the air.
A lot of things going your way, but when it's cool outside, these things make more power. And the summer comes around, the tracks get slicker, the air gets less dense, so you make less power. It slows things down. But that spring and fall times when we've got these races out here, cars are crazy fast.
Now track records are separated by class and motor and all that stuff, right? Because
correct.
Track record's how fast you get around the track.
All right, because it was
no matter what.
I want to say because Jason, because he broke it on his qualifying time. Mm-hmm. He broke it the first time and then broke that the second lap.
And then I think again in the heat race.
And then again in the heat race, yeah. The second, like in his very first heat race. I mean, he did it 3 times in one night, and I was like, "Dang!"
It was getting faster.
Yeah, and he was getting after it, and then I was like, "Man, he's just." I mean, it was insane. But Friday night, the track turned out into a 1-lane track that Friday night, and then Saturday night, LR purposely had like the limited modifieds going higher and higher and higher, stretching out the track and widening it out. And man, the second night was way more awesome racing. Yeah, it was real racy the second night. But the first
that's
night,
another deal. At the bowl, if you get the top up there far enough where the bottom can become a player, then you got a good racetrack.
That's right. It makes and you got to run multiple grooves, and that's what makes a good race when you've got multiple grooves. And it's tricky with the setup in the car getting it to run both. And that's what you got to get the thing to where, like I was saying earlier, you got to run where they're not. So you got to set the car to where you can run the top and the bottom, and that's tough to do.
Yeah, especially at a track like the Bowl, which is two different corners, totally.
Yeah, uphill, downhill. One's tight, one's sweeping.
Yeah,
it's different. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta know what's going on. And it's for me, like, my favorite class is, like, nothing against sprint cars, but I think the factory stocks and limited modifiers are my two favorites to call and to watch because they're so evenly matched that it's like, it's always different.
The sprint cars are getting like that too. Like ASCS, everybody's got the heads now. You can't do nothing more to them, really. The heads you're running, and so everybody's got those heads. And so it's still like the factory stock or limited modified or sport mod. Y'all all got about the same horsepower.
Yeah, the cars are as good as they're going to get.
5 or 10 horsepower difference between everybody.
Correct. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, and those those limited those stock cars and stuff like that, they've got that hard tire on it. And so a lot of it comes down to chassis setup and driver ability versus, horsepower and who's got the better car and whatnot.
Right.
Factory stock don't have no grooves. They're on slicks.
Yeah, they're on slicks.
So you got to have pretty foot to.
Who has been your who has been your arch rival? Like, who is it like that you had the biggest rivals? I mean, because like obviously you've mentioned Dale Earnhardt Jr. and he had amazing rivalries with a lot of people. Of course, when I was watching NASCAR growing up there, I was him versus Jeff Gordon. It was you could only choose one side of that.
But Jeff come in there and challenged him.
Right.
Yeah, what, just in my years here as it's gone on, when we first got on like this ASCS tour, Gary Wright come into play, and he was the guy that you had to beat night in and night out for a while, And then it's a change of events, every few years.
Change your cards.
Change your card, that's right. And you'll see this, and it doesn't matter whether it's football, baseball, whatever it is. There's always the new kid, right? The new guy.
Right.
And so then you got into, Jason Johnson was a heavy hitter on there. Shane Stewart on this this ASCS series for a while. Sam Heffertip's kicking everybody's ass right now. Has been for the last several years. So I wouldn't say there's been one, there's been many, and it's, if a guy gets his head right and he's doing the right things and he's really into it, they're going to go out there and be successful, and it changes every few years. And like I said, these guys have moved on. They've come out of these regional type series like the Gulf South region or the weekly shows at the Devil's Bowl, and they've moved up and gone on to to be great racers, in other divisions. So there's been tons of them over the years.
Whatever you can do for a living, what you love to do for a hobby, it's a pretty good deal.
That's why I quit IT to do this.
Yeah,
because I was like,
it's good
I
fun
love doing this. Yeah, but actually being an IT guy kind of worked out because I'm
it's
like,
fitting.
Yeah, it is because it's all IT these days.
If you can just figure out how to get the videos up.
Well, the audio with the video. That's
there we go.
And now I can get the videos up this weekend. Well, that was a laptop issue, so but we'll get all those done. But I'm actually looking forward to editing videos for this week. It'll be fun. I usually put an HD cam, like literally right on the front straightaway, just under the flag stand at RPM. It mounts right there, and then it's just past the flag stand at Devil's Bowl. But it gets some good stuff.
I'm thinking we're gonna get some good highlight footage off RPM.
Oh yeah,
this weekend.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun stuff. I'm looking forward to it, and we'll. Last week we went live with Hot Laps, and we had 1,000 people watch Hot Laps. Hot Laps.
That's crazy. Yeah,
that's more than the grandstands.
And I'm like, okay, 1,000 people watching Hot Laps. That's why we put on there. We have a thing. Is come on, get out here to watch this. It's kind of what we do to help promote it. Again, technology, man. It's just another way to reach more people. And I was shocked that there's 1,000 people. And I need to come to the bowl, by the way, early on Saturday.
Set it up there.
Well, I need to run a network, 100 feet of network cable, because Wi-Fi up top it don't work. It doesn't. I tried to do it at Devil's Bowl last week, and it was horrible. It doesn't work at all.
We'll get it done though. But ASCS, they're. Have you heard of any Oklahoma guys coming?
I want to say, Seth Bergman. He's a Washingtonian. He grew up racing that Skagit Speedway. He's based out of Oklahoma now. I'm pretty sure Seth's coming. I want to say Matt Covington's coming. He's an Oklahoma car. Those are the ones that I know off the top of my head.
Ferrera's coming.
I'm not sure if they'll let him across the border. You know, but anyway, this Gulf South region is going to be here this weekend. You know, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but they don't have many. They've gotten rained out, I think, 4 races already this year. And Bruce Griffith heads it up. The Griffith Trucking Equipment. He's got a $5,000 to win point fund. So, it pays $1,000 for 10th, and they don't have that many races. So I think you'll see a good car count here this weekend. You're going to have maybe some Oklahoma cars, some Texas cars following that series. You know, all going
Louisiana
for that
cars.
Louisiana cars, all going for that $5,000 to win point fund championship.
Hey,
I mean,
we can relate to that getting
good.
rained out. Rain has not been our friend either. Travis, every driver that comes on, we allow them to thank all the sponsors that keep their car on the track. So the microphone is yours.
First we got to thank Mom and Dad. They're the ones that got us started years ago, right? Everybody's got Mom and Dad. My business, All-Star Auto Reconditioning, All-Star Wheel Repair. I drive for the BDS Motorsports team that's based out of Newton, Iowa. Joe's Hand Cleaner, Joe's Clean Products. You can buy that stuff at O'Reilly's anywhere. Zephyr makes some of the finest wheel polishes out there. I use that in my wheel shop as well. ShopTheBoss.com. If you guys aren't familiar with them, I've remodeled a couple of houses and just built a brand new house.
I just like the character.
Yeah, the beaver up on the top. Who doesn't like a
yeah.
cartoon character? But Shop the Boss, located off of I-35 and Walnut Hills, got all your home improvement stuff, discount warehouse type stuff. So he's got mainly flooring, tile, light fixtures, anything for the interior of the house. Those guys have been with us for a long time. We've got another gentleman out of Houston, Texas, Mark Lanny, MDS Boring. He owns our truck and trailer. His son Ronald Lanny was tragically killed in a race car down in East Bay Raceway in Tampa, Florida in 2001, and we were good buddies back then. Marcus and I are still really good friends. He's been a supporter of mine for a long time. My wife, Mariana, my daughter, and the Devil's Bowl Speedway. We're going to plug them and the RPM Speedway because they give us a place to go showcase our talent. And for all of us that love racing, we get to come out and gather and be friends and have a good time.
I was just making sure.
I've known this guy a long time.
Well, I was just making sure. I was like, have I had a Travis on Facebook before? But yes, I did. I was like, because he doesn't post on Facebook. He's not a Facebooker.
Every now and again, I'm more of in the view. I'm in the viewer, so I use it for my entertainment, not for. I don't let you get entertained off of me.
You don't use it for a business like we do.
Yeah.
And literally, I told my wife all the time, if I didn't have a business that's very, social media and people driven, I probably wouldn't even have social media.
Sometimes I wish I had an account that wasn't damn.
Man, you're telling me, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Racing.
Yeah, I'm sure you get plenty of grief, don't you? The drivers, the fans, whoever, everybody's a professional out there, aren't they?
Well, and LR has a phone from 1999 still.
Oh, flipper.
Flipper, yeah. Where you got to push the 97 buttons just to say okay. So
tough to get a text message back from him.
No, well, he'll text me. Yeah. He'll text me and say it does take about 10 minutes. Just say okay, call me. Yeah, and that's like 10 minutes later after text message. Just says a minute. He's like, you just should have called me.
It works, man.
It does. It does work.
Can't teach an old dog new tricks, huh?
Yeah, it's one of those things, y'all.
I hate change.
Want to thank Travis for spending some time with us here tonight. We're gonna take a break. When we come back, gonna have some more fun. Another driver stepping in right after this. You guys are listening to the Dirt Talk Nation right here on KFNY. True Texas Radio.
Bush's Chicken has a long tradition of being voted the best chicken in communities where we're located. People love our specials like Tender Tuesday and Happy Hour every day from 2 to 5 p.m. And Bush's believes in giving back to our communities. Most weeks throughout the year, Bush's Chicken is donating meals and our famous iced tea in support of area schools and churches. Stop by today and get the best chicken, the best tenders, and the best tea at the best value. Bush's Chicken, simply the best.
Hi, I'm Dr. Melina Cosby. Do you miss eating foods you love? Are your dentures loose? Tired of yucky paste and glue? At Forney Family Dentistry, we offer implant retained dentures for a confident smile that fits your lifestyle. Call us today for a free consultation or visit us at ForneyFamilyDentistry.com today. At Forney Family Dentistry, we make your whole family smile.
Forney Embroidery is a full-service embroidery and silk screening business. We offer embroidered silk screen scrubs, golf shirts, work shirts, restaurant uniforms, reflective safety gear, caps, jackets, hoodies, and so much more for virtually any business, school, or team. Find them on Facebook or online at forneyembroidery.com, or just give Crazy Dave a call at 972-636-8379 and let him create you a company logo or work on getting your existing logo applied to garments and promotional products that promote and advertise your business and services offered. That's 972-636-8379. Forney Embroidery is a proud sponsor of TrueTexasRadio.com.
SL Neighbors Roofing prides ourselves on quality workmanship, customer satisfaction, safety, and we never cut corners or compromise on materials. We offer residential and commercial roofing services, and we are experienced in all the latest and most common types of roofing materials, including shingles, architectural metal, TPO, standing seam, tapered, sheet metal, and more. We do roof repair, replacements, new construction, waterproofing, gutters, and even infrared moisture detection. We also offer free estimates and 24-hour roofing estimates. SL Neighbors also offers exclusive warranties through the top manufacturers such as Gaff, Carlisle, Firestone, and many more with an exclusive 20-year labor warranty. So call us today at 972-771-7578. That's 972-771-7578. SL Neighbors Roofing. We can roof the world.
Since 1968, Smiley's Racing Products and Hoosier Tire Southwest has been serving racers nationwide. From race parts to tires, Smiley's is ready to help you get to the checkered flag first. We provide track-tested parts and advice to all 5 of our store locations, including Kennedale, The Woodlands, Sherman, Oklahoma City, and our main showroom in Mesquite, Texas. If you don't live close to one of our stores, you can order online 24 hours a day at Smiley'sRacing.com or give us a call toll-free at 866-959-7223. Smiley's Racing Products, where we look forward to servicing your race car needs.
Oh, yeah, back here in the Dirt Talk Nation, following segment brought to you by Smiley's Racing Products and Hoosier Tire Southwest. Smiley's Racing Products has been serving the Dallas-Fort Worth racing community since 1968. From race parts to tires, Smiley's are ready to help you get to the checkered flag first and provide track-tested parts and advice at all 5 of our store locations, including Kennedale, The Woodlands, Sherman, Oklahoma City, and our main showroom in Mesquite, Texas. If you don't live next to one of our stores, that's okay. Order online 24 hours a day at Smiley'sRacing.com or give us a call toll-free at 866-959-7223. Smiley's Racing Products, where we look forward to servicing your race car needs. Now joining us here in, I got to turn that down again. Joining us here in the 8 o'clock hour, as we get into the second and final hour of the show, is Kevin Sustair. Not just Sustair.
No.
I have to emphasize the first syllable. Is that how it works?
That's usually how I have to do it. Just where people understand what I'm trying to say. So.
Yeah, when I was growing up, people would see my last name. It's Rigdon. It's very short.
Right.
Should be pretty easy to say. No.
Yeah.
No, it's been Rigadon, and I'm like, where y'all getting those extra letters from? Like my entire life, and I'm like, it's Rigdon.
You wouldn't believe some of the announcements my name's been cut up so bad. It's there's some good ones out there.
It's not very
Cestaria.
Yeah.
The Cestarians.
We're running. We brought him on the show tonight because we're running IMCA.
Next Wednesday night, by the way, y'all. Yes, we are running
Practice
a Wednesday
Tuesday.
night race. Practice on Tuesday,
I
racing
hear
Wednesday
like
night.
70 modifieds per-year for this deal.
That's what I've heard. That's the rumor on the street. So
Yeah, I don't know
we'll
if
see.
that's true.
I mean,
I
I
didn't
think
know that was that many IMCAs in there.
there's a bunch if you get them all together at one place. And I think we've got some guys. I hear some guys are coming down from like Iowa. I think there's a guy from California coming down.
Really?
So there's some guys traveling down for this deal. So it's. I think this could be a big deal.
And another thing, so you run a modified.
Yes, sir.
IMCA modified. What's the difference in a USRA modified and a IMCA? Is that what you were
I was going to ask that.
Well,
yes, that's what question I was going to ask.
And I hear there's quite a bit of difference in the motors.
Yeah, there are. Last year we had 2 cars. We had a USRA car and we had an IMCA car, and but they've closed the gap on these cars to where they're
compatible.
They're pretty compatible now. So, like even now, we run a crate motor,
Right.
which is a lot of people don't like the crate. And I'm
Don't like
not a big fan of it, but in IMCA that's that's
It's
really
a cheap way to race. man.
cheap way to race. It's a competitive motor, dependable motor.
Right.
Very
Very dependable.
Very
motor.
dependable. It was kind of hard for us to go to the crate because we had an engine sponsor from Wisconsin and pretty much furnished all of our motors. But in order to compete with the crate, it just got to the point where we had to do the crate deal to be competitive, and it was a hard choice for us to make. But
so what he's saying is, you can buy a crate. You can spend a lot of money in the shop trying to build a horsepower that the crate already has a lot cheaper.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling, really. You got a 450 horsepower motor that will just outrun a 630 horsepower motor
and run forever.
Yeah, and run forever. Don't the maintenance is easy for guys that are wanting to get in the modified deal and get started in a cheap economical way.
Situation.
Yeah, that's probably the way to go. But for guys like me that have got a lot of open motor stuff, it was kind of hard to swallow that pill.
But the chassis. Is the chassis pretty much similar? I know there's some A-frames you can't run on IMC.
Yeah, A-frames. There's some shock deals where the Schrader valves for the USRA, that type of stuff. Some weight brakes as far as starters on the back of the bell housing, that type of stuff. But once we kind of get through this little run here, our plan is to put a spoiler on our car, keep the crate in it, and put some KK704s on it and come, run the RPM. And we won't go to Devil's Bow with a crate and try to run a USRA race.
But
we won't do that.
If it slips off at the Devil's Bow, you got a chance there too. I think Chase Allen run up front on one of his.
Yeah, exactly.
So it can be done.
Yeah, it can be done for sure.
Matter of fact, the IFC car won 2 weeks ago at RPM.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now so you're in the modified, but what other classes have you raced in your racing career?
Oh man, I started out in the hot stocks back in '96, I guess, 1996. So did that for a while. Jumped into the modified. Jumped back into an IMCA stock car. We've done
which will be there Saturday night.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah, there'll be some
Wednesday night.
Yeah, Wednesday night. Yeah, be some IMCA stock cars. They always put on a good show. One of my favorite classes, really. And you guys were talking about the factory stocks earlier. I've drove one of those a couple times. We actually, you're not going to let the cat out of the bag, but I guess we will. But we just purchased one of those about 2 weeks ago from Justin Whitehead up at Texarkana. Yeah. So
are the factories pretty close to the iStocks?
The racing is a lot like the iStocks. Real good, tight, clean. I say clean. I mean, it's good, tight racing. So it's.
Could a factory stock run with the iStock, or iStock could they run with the factories? Which ones?
I don't know about that. I think the iStocks are probably going to have the upper hand on that. But the tracks slick off with those big NASCAR pull-offs on those factory stocks, and it's amazing how much those tires.
Has groove tires?
Yeah, they've got the same tires as the IMCA modifieds. So, but we've done that. We've done the limited modified sport mod. Did that for. We've won some big races in those deals.
Now, sport mods are right.
Yeah.
In line with IMC.
Yeah.
So some of our guys are going to run this show, I imagine.
That's one of my favorite classes is the limited mods. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think they've kind of came in and took the place of the modified.
Right.
From a few years back. I think that a lot of tracks have kind of made that their headliner.
They're a lot top class.
Yeah, because the modifieds are. It's just gotten to be such a job during the week to keep the upkeep on these modifieds. It's a full-time gig.
Well, and I know that
chassis are outrageous.
Yeah.
If you're on a USRA modified, you got a Mars car, one of these other
and last year
20,000-30,000.
We had Johnny Philpott on, and he was like, we talked about, hey, that's one of the questions we asked is like, if you wanted to get into a car that's competitive in USRA with what you like, say like your car. And he dropped the number, and I was like, "Oh crap!"
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Yeah, y'all
$70,000, man."
Yeah, and he said that's bare minimum.
Well, I won't say what we've spent on this new car that we just bought with a crate motor and is IMCA legal when we picked it up, because my wife's probably listening. But I'll tell you guys when we take a break. But it's not far off that number.
Yeah,
I mean, it's crazy how much these cars cost, and so.
And technology is just making it worse.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. If you got a 8-year-old car, dude, you don't have a chance.
It's getting tough. A couple 3 years ago, you could probably take that same car and be okay, but now you have to have a chassis builder that can give you some feedback, and you really got to have that support right now to be.
And obviously,
that's support back from the chassis builder who's got hundreds of chassis running.
Yeah.
So he gets a lot more information.
Right,
just what
right.
you
And we bought it. We actually just bought a Rage chassis, and they're based out of Iowa, and we bought it through our shop guy that is in
support
Wisconsin.
wide country.
Yeah. So I mean, they've got a bunch of cars up north. I think we're actually the first Rage chassis here in Texas. So and we've been very happy with it. So, but the technical support that you get from those guys is second to none.
It's gotta be.
All right, y'all, get your text messages in. We're talking IMCA. Remember, next Wednesday night, it's a special Wednesday night racing going down at Devil's Bowl Speedway. LR, same normal race time, 6 p.m., 8 p.m.
Yeah, 8 o'clock.
Same all the good stuff right there, so make sure that you...
we're going to try to get it out early. We only have 3 classes running.
So make sure you go online, devilsbowl.com. You get all the details on that. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back more with Kevin Sestair right here on the Dirt Talk Nation on KFNY, True Texas Radio.
Bush's Chicken has a long tradition of being voted the best chicken in communities where we're located. People love our specials like Tender Tuesday and Happy Hour every day from 2 to 5 p.m. And Bush's believes in giving back to our communities. Most weeks throughout the year, Bush's Chicken is donating meals and our famous iced tea in support of area schools and churches. Stop by today and get the best chicken, the best tenders, and the best tea at the best value. Bush's Chicken, simply the best.
Hi, I'm Dr. Melina Cosby. Do you miss eating foods you love? Are your dentures loose? Tired of yucky paste and glue? At Forney Family Dentistry, we offer implant retained dentures for a confident smile that fits your lifestyle. Call us today for a free consultation or visit us at forneyfamilydentistry.com today. At Forney Family Dentistry, we make your whole family smile.
Forney Embroidery is a full-service embroidery and silk screening business. We offer embroidered silk screen scrubs, golf shirts, work shirts, restaurant uniforms, reflective safety gear, caps, jackets, hoodies, and so much more for virtually any business, school, or team. Find them on Facebook or online at forneyembroidery.com, or just give Crazy Dave a call at 972-636-8379 and let him create you a company logo or work on getting your existing logo applied to garments and promotional products that promote and advertise your business and services offered. That's 972-636-8379. Forney Embroidery is a proud sponsor of TrueTexasRadio.com.
SL Neighbors Roofing prides ourselves on quality workmanship, customer satisfaction, safety, and we never cut corners or compromise on materials. We offer residential and commercial roofing services, and we are experienced in all the latest and most common types of roofing materials, including shingles, architectural metal, TPO, standing seam, tapered, sheet metal, and more. We do roof repair, replacements, new construction, waterproofing, gutters, and even infrared moisture detection. We also offer free estimates and 24-hour roofing estimates. SL Neighbors also offers exclusive warranties through the top manufacturers such as GAF, Carlisle, Firestone, and many more with an exclusive 20-year labor warranty. So call us today at 972-771-7578. That's 972-771-7578. SL Neighbors Roofing. We can roof the world.
Since 1968, Smiley's Racing Products and Hoosier Tire Southwest has been serving racers nationwide. From race parts to tires, Smiley's is ready to help you get to the checkered flag first. We provide track-tested parts and advice to all 5 of our store locations, including Kennedale, The Woodlands, Sherman, Oklahoma City, and our main showroom in Mesquite, Texas. If you don't live close to one of our stores, you can order online 24 hours a day at smileysracing.com or give us a call toll-free at 866-959-7223. Smiley's Racing Products, where we look forward to servicing your race car needs.
Oh, yeah, back here in the Dirt Talk Nation, this segment, oh, yeah, it's brought to you by Devil's Bowl Speedway, RPM Speedway. Join us this weekend because it's going to be a good time. Friday and Saturday night, both ASCS Gulf Coast Region Sprint Cars will headline 2 huge nights of racing. Tickets are $20 for adults. Seniors, those with military ID, and ages 13 to 15 are $10. Kids 12 and under, always free and always free parking. Go online, get more information at devilsbowl.com and rpmdirt.com. All right, back here in the nation, it's myself, Will Riggs, along with Lanny Edwards. Oh, sorry, we had to say Lenny Ross Edwards. I'm still not sure how that protocol goes.
Well, it is what it is.
Well, you know, because, like, when I start working at the bowl,
There's Lanny Dell and there's Lanny Ross.
All right. So, because that's why I got to call him. I'll just
It
call
was
him
Lanny
LR.
Dell.
I just call him LR, damn it. I'll just call him LR. That's what everybody else calls him.
So I've talked to Shelby from IMCA quite a bit. I think he's getting tired of my phone calls. But anyways,
I can relate.
I'm very excited about this IMCA deal. For one, there's very few IMCA racers that's ever raced at the Bowl.
Yeah, and that's I think that's when everybody's seen it on the schedule, I think everybody was like, really, wow, that's gonna be a good show. So
yeah.
I think I've raced at the Bowl. I'm not a Bowl racer. I think I might have raced there maybe 5 times in 22 years. So we'll be there Tuesday to hot lap just to make some laps.
Yeah,
and
practice is Tuesday because
a lot of guys. I think you're gonna have a good practice night just because a lot of guys have never
and they got to
raced
get a
there.
gear. They don't know.
Exactly. That's the main reason
gear.
we're going is just to try gear to make sure we're geared right and do some of that other stuff. So.
And so for you folks who tune in to the Nation every Wednesday night, we will not have a show next week because we'll be racing next Wednesday night.
But
so
you'll have the heat races.
I will have the heat races, the hot laps, hot laps, and that turned out well. It turned out very well. As a matter of fact, you know what? We may come out Tuesday night and go live with practice so that everybody can see on Tuesday what they need to come see on Wednesday. So
now,
that's
will
what
Tuesday
we'll do.
be the Dirt Dominator deal, the one-on-one races?
Yeah,
that
I think
Tuesday?
they got something going on there.
Yeah, so,
So I think what we'll do
is
is
a match race still. I didn't know what.
Yeah, they had one. It's something they're doing for like special events.
I see.
They'll do like a 16-car bracket, and the winner wins $1,000. Yeah,
the winner stays out. The next guy comes out. They race. That winner stays out.
It's like a gauntlet. It's like a gauntlet match in wrestling.
Right.
You know, one guy comes out and he keeps
and the winner. I think the winner gets $1,000, and then if you win that event, they're going to have the final in October at Heart of Texas Speedway, and it'll do the same thing, and it'll pay $10,000 to win. So we actually won the one in Ardmore at the first year, so we're already locked into the $10,000 deal. So we're kind of fired up about that. But it'll be a neat deal out there Tuesday night for that for sure.
Well, we'll do that. We'll come out and we'll broadcast it live. Set it all up. We talk about our friends at Young Ideas who give us our text toy. They gave us this awesome piece of technology again that allows us to broadcast live, and I manually switch everything with overlays and everything cool from my iPad.
IMCA TV will be out there. I don't know if Barry, Brian, and them have got in touch with y'all. Yeah, so that's a neat
to
deal.
Barry, but I failed to mention that we broadcast from, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I think it'd be a fun deal for Tuesday night so that people who normally watch the Nation or normally are doing something different, they see what's going on Wednesday night, so they can come out and pack the stands on a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
School gets out. Look, Friday's the last day of school, man. Let's get out here. It's summertime, and then just a couple of weeks we'll be doing the matter of fact 2 weeks later we'll be doing a Tuesday night Summer Nationals.
Yeah, that's ASCS.
ASCS, but I love that we get to the summer, and this is the first thing that really kicks the summer off.
Like we're gonna race like five of the next 8 days.
Yes, Friday, Saturday, Wednesday, Friday.
But this is how the season. No, I did not have this scheduled.
Oh, really?
Until I made my schedule, and Chase called me, so I fit it in there because. And the only way I would have it if we did have a practice.
Yeah.
Because this is a midweek deal, and it's kind of hard for people to get out.
Yeah,
but I hope they do because there's going to be a lot of racers that have never raced before. You've never seen them race.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's going to be pretty wild.
I think you'll have a good crowd because I think everybody knows that if they go to RPM and Devil's Bow, they're going to get in and get out and get the program done.
Pretty quick.
They're not going to be out there all night.
And of course, I'm sure I'll have
I'm waiting on these guys going down the back straight or get about halfway down it, just back out of it.
Yeah.
And then I'll have, and of course, I'm sure I will be tired of talking about IMCA by the end of Saturday night because I'll probably say it a bazillion times between Friday and Saturday night.
I know that's going to get confusing for you guys for sure.
But it's going to be good. I think it's
going to be fun. It's something I've never seen, so I'm excited about it. So
yeah.
The ice stocks have never raced here. Some of the limited modified guys, sport mod guys have. But very few of the modified guys have.
Yeah, Chase is racer.
Some of the big hitters
Chase he'll be a factor all week. William Gould, he's tough. Drew Armstrong from Little Rock, Arkansas, they're coming down. He's been on a streak here lately. I'm there's about 10, 20 guys, you know, in the IMCA deal now that can just about win on the right night. Right. So, you know, I think Chase will he'll probably have a little bit more of an advantage over everybody at Devil's Bow on Wednesday because he's probably raced there a little bit more than most of the guys. But the rest of the tracks, I think it'll be interesting.
It's going to be race at RPM, I promise you.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that we talked about is cost. You know, we talk about it's not cheap, and I'm not going to repeat that way you don't get stabbed as soon as you get home by your wife. So, but obviously they come out of your pocket. So, like, you know, we let Travis. We talk about, you know, the sponsors that keep your car on the track and keep you, you know, racing. You know, so the microphone is yours for that.
Well, you know, kind of like Travis. You know, I own a small plumbing company, so you know we front most of the bill now.
What's your name here?
It's Sustair Plumbing. So yeah.
Sustaire. Sustaire.
Sustaire. So it's you know, it's kind of funny. Back when I started, I didn't have the money to go race, and I raced all the time, and now we've got the funds to go race, and now we're busy with work, and we don't have the time to go race. So it's crazy. But Darby Diesel Repair's been with me for years. He's been on my car for probably 18 years now. So that's something we're proud of. We got a few other guys have been on there for a long time. Avco Racing Products been with us for a long time. Jerevich Motorsports out of Wisconsin. KR Promotions. I don't know. You know Kevin Rogers?
I do.
Me and Kevin put on a couple races throughout the year, and so he's been a big help as far as getting some of the product sponsors and that type of stuff. Abilene Race Rads, Tommy Fain up in Abilene. He's a good friend, helps us out a lot on the radiators and stuff like that. Dirt Defender, Velosta Fire Suits. There's a ton of them. Day Motorsports is a big sport of ours. So, you know, just a lot of people that really help us out. And you know, there's a lot of these. You can't do it by yourself. And there's a lot of these guys. I got a lot of respect for some of these guys that don't have the sponsors that we do, and they're there week in and week out, and it's just, you look and you're like, man, that guy he wants it. And I used to be that guy, but it's just, you know, family comes in and you know, sports and work and everything else.
You know who Smiley's Bill I would love to see the most?
Who?
Tom Lorenz's.
Yeah.
I love to see Tom's.
He don't tear up a lot of stuff though, Tom.
No.
Man, he had some motor problems the last couple of weeks though.
But he pays for his stuff just like everybody else.
That's what I'm saying. He's the one I like.
You don't get any break.
Right. Well, you know. Always fun stuff. First of all, you're listening to The Nation. Get your number. Get your text in 469-355-0362. Somebody texted in. They're talking about, you know, we got the ASCS guys. What about the local sprint guys that are racing in the ASCS?
Well, Martin's going to have his car. We're running the J&J chassis with a Ford motor in it, a Moss Ford in it. Let me think. Who else? Dalton Stevens.
Dalton, I've been watching that kid race forever.
I think Raven's got a big motor. See who else got a big. Payne's got a big motor. Who's that other boy? 99. He's got a big motor. There's quite a few that ride the 305 that had 360s.
So, well, I mean, you can check them out. Of course, if you want to see, well, RPM Speedway, Devil's Bowl Speedway, Friday and Saturday night. I'm actually looking. I'm a huge, because I'm like, okay, what's the difference between IMCA and it's kind of like it's just sanctioning bodies, right?
Well,
and they have different rules for different classes.
Actually, he races for a sanctioning body. I think at IMCA is more of a service, than a sanctioning body. They do a lot of things for your track.
Yeah.
They do all your points. They do all your rules. Dude, the sport mod rules, no way I'd tackle them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a headache year in, year out. And especially nowadays with the technology they're coming up throughout the year. 6 months is a whole new ballgame.
Yeah. The IMCA and the USRA, when they came out with the sanctioning bodies, I mean, it just made everything so much easier for us as racers, where we didn't have to change up, you know, this to go race here.
Cut and dry, the rules.
Yeah. So we load up and we'll take off, go to Arkansas for a weekend just to get out of town and go find a couple of IMCA tracks there, and we don't have to worry about it. We unload and we're legal and go through tech and go ahead, you're good, you know. So and they do have, I think if I heard this right,
somebody was telling me in the, I think it's Chase, in the United States, there's over like 11, 12,000
registered
IMCA modifieds.
Yeah, I'm not sure on the number.
There's like 7, or no, not even there, 3 USRA.
Right.
So you got a lot more people, like he said, they're coming from California, Iowa. Yeah. I didn't know all this.
Yeah, there's going to be quite a few guys from out of town up north that are coming. And, you know, and I think this is a good purse to start out with for this series.
You can race what, 8? No, you can race 5 days.
Well,
6 days.
You could race Friday night before the tour starts, and then you could finish up that Saturday after the tour. You know, so you could basically go what 8 days,
8 days,
something like that. So we were going to race Friday night, and I got to looking at it and talking to my guys. I was like, man, let's wait and start on Saturday. We're going to be wore out as it is, you know. So I don't want to tack another day onto the crew.
So at our tracks, I mean, obviously the Race Saver Sprints is IMCA.
Yeah.
Our limited modifieds are IMCA.
No.
What are our limited modifieds?
They're
DBS and RPM.
Yeah.
So why aren't
only? Well, we could be, and we might be in the future on the limited modifieds. Everything else is pretty much you got to plant a seed somewhere, you know.
Right.
And here's the deal. Tom's Texas Outlaw Modifieds, they have a show. If I'm running at my track, I have 15 cars, 13 cars.
Right.
When they're not running, I'll have 18, 24 cars.
Right.
So Tom's definitely hurt you. IMCA has no series running.
No.
This series is one of their first little series deal that they even let happen.
Yeah, you know, years ago they had the Texas Sunday Series or whatever it was, and then, you know, some tracks thought it was hurting their car count, so they did away with it.
As far as a traveling series, IMCA don't have none.
Right.
They protect you as a promoter from those series.
Right.
And this wouldn't happen if everybody wouldn't agreed in this area.
Yeah, and it was good to see from a racer's, you know, side to see the promoters working together and you know, kind of promoting the deal.
I'd rather have a Friday or Saturday night show, but we'll try it, see what happens. They may have something to do Friday and Saturday night. They may not have nothing to do Tuesday and Wednesday
I think you
night,
were probably the best option for a Wednesday night show to make it successful. So I think that was really a good choice.
Else was running.
Yeah, I think it was a good choice.
Y'all, we're talking IMCA's show. It'll be Wednesday night, next Wednesday night. Yes, literally
practice
Wednesday night.
Tuesday.
Practice Tuesday, though. If you can't make it
race.
out for Tuesday night practice, tune into Dirt Talk Nation on Facebook, and we'll have that streaming live there. So check that out. We're going to take a break and come back more right here in the Nation. on KFNY True Texas Radio.
Your air conditioning system is the second largest investment you can make in your home, so why not choose the best? Choose American Standard Air Conditioning. Choose Forney Air. With the heat of the Texas summer right around the corner, ensure that you and your family stay cool with a brand new American Standard Air Conditioning and heating system, complete with a Wi-Fi thermostat from Forney Air. No interest for 5 years with the first 5 months deferred with approved credit. Call Forney Air for details today at 214-924-9745. That's 214-924-9745, or find them online at ForneyAirandHeat.com. Hey everybody, Will Riggs here for Young Ideas, your local TV expert, and I want to tell you about Dish TV. If technology, value, and customer satisfaction are important to you, then it's time to cut the cable cord once and for all. Upgrade your TV experience and start saving with Dish today. Drop by Young Ideas at 518 Houston Street in Wills Point, Texas, or call 833-4DISH-TV. That's 833-4 Dish TV, or visit them on the web at youngideastv.com. They are Young Ideas TV, your locally owned, operated, and trusted satellite TV experts.
Since 1968, Smiley's Racing Products and Hoosier Tire Southwest has been serving racers nationwide. From race parts to tires, Smiley's is ready to help you get to the checkered flag first. We provide track-tested parts and advice to all 5 of our store locations, including Kennedale, The Woodlands, Sherman, Oklahoma City, and our main showroom in Mesquite, Texas. If you don't live close to one of our stores, you can order online 24 hours a day at Smiley'sRacing.com or give us a call toll-free at 866-959-7223. Smiley's Racing Products, where we look forward to servicing your race car needs.
At Bush's Chicken, we understand how stressful life can be at times. There's work, getting kids to and from school, ball games, and other extracurricular activities. That's why we make ordering at Bush's Chicken quick and easy with the fastest drive-through service you will ever experience. You can leave the cooking to us, save time, and still feed your family a solid meal. On your way home, stop by today and get the best chicken, the best tenders, and the best tea at the best value. Bush's Chicken, simply the best.
At Forney Family Dentistry and Orthodontics, we want to give you a smile with style at an affordable price. Get braces for as low as $88 a month. Join our family of racketeers today. We make it fun with exclusive events just for you. For added convenience, you can have your teeth cleaned at your ortho appointment. Give the gift of a beautiful smile for as low as $88 a month. Call us today for a free consultation or visit us at ForneyFamilyDentistry.com today.
Oh, yeah, back here in the Dirt Talk Nation, a segment brought to you by SL Neighbors Roofing. From residential to commercial, we can roof your world. We handle gutters, repairs, replacements, new construction, and waterproofing. We handle all kinds of roofing materials, including shingles, architectural metal, TPO, built-up standing seam, tapered, and sheet metal. We also offer a police and fire discount. Call us today, 972-771-7578. That's 972-771-7578. Or find us online at slneighborsroofing.com. All right, y'all, back here in the nation with LR, who's mumbling. He's mumbling on my dang microphone right there.
Kevin, they
were discussing Kevin's just there. We're talking racing. We're talking IMCA event next Wednesday night at Devil's Bowl Speedway. Practice on Tuesday. Come out and check it out. If you can't make it out, we'll be streaming part of that on DirtTalkNation.com. So make sure you check that out because it's going to be good times.
So, Kevin brought this up. I didn't know this. Well, I knew it. I didn't think about it. IMCA TV will be there both Tuesday and Wednesday. So if you got that on your computer, IMCA TV,
yep,
you probably watch races from all over.
Yeah, and I believe they, the way I understand it, your announcers is who does the announcing for the TV.
Oh, so you're going to be on IMCA TV.
Yeah, so
right on.
Maybe something y'all didn't know. So
didn't know that.
Let me tell you.
I think don't hold me to that, but I think that's the way it works.
In the IMCA world, which is a whole different world than what we race in.
Right.
IMCA TV is big time.
It is. It's really taken off, and I think that's. I don't know that's hurting the fan count in the stands.
Well, I know Jim and them, they're all out there hustling, and they're trying to do they're trying to bring racing to the fan and get people interested in it, and this is one way that they can do that through the IMCA TV.
Right.
Hey, you sound like me now, LR.
I know, and I'm always going, no.
He's always like, no, because I'm like, because my belief is if people pay a subscription every month, like they can't view any races until they pay a subscription, whether they're watching or not. Every month you're getting paid. Right. Regardless.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man.
I'd be okay with it if we could block it in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Yeah. That's the reason I like the IMCA TV is, you can rent a race and watch it up in Iowa or North Dakota or, some of those races up there that you can't drive to. Me personally, if I don't really want to watch a race that's 20 minutes from the house when I can actually be there,
be there and watch it,
be there and watch it in person. So I think I hope that's the mentality of a lot of the spectators.
And I think it is, but I think there's also the people who they love racing, but like me and LR have talked about before, like I got kids and kids are involved but they're involved in so much stuff, man. They're involved in soccer and baseball and softball, man. And so they spend all day on Saturday outside with football and baseball and soccer and all this other stuff that, man, you come 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon, you've been outside in the heat all day, you're not going to want to go
home and grab a beer and chill out in front of the TV.
He couldn't make it tonight because he had soccer.
Yeah, and he called me and I was like, well, you're lucky it's Wednesday because I got baseball on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday and basketball and everything else. So Wednesday night was a good night for me. So
it's and I think that's I see it. Look, and I will research the blacking out DFW. I will research that because I think there's in all business, we're in business to make money.
Right,
I think there is money to be made, because I think that a lot of people that are up near Lawton, I bet a bunch of them would subscribe to watch races at Devil's Bowl.
There's quite a few up there that watch this show right here.
That's right. What's up? What's up? Y'all text in.
Curtis,
469-355-0362. Y'all can text in and say what's up to us, because we do this every single week. But not next week, because we're going to be IMCA racing next week, and I'm excited about that.
It's going to be a good time.
It's going to be good. I'm very excited about it. When I first booked it, I was like, okay, I'll try it. But the closer it gets and the more I hear about it, I think it's going to be a good deal.
The fun part is I need to line up. That way I can study the lineup before Wednesday.
Yeah.
Because like my local guys, I know them all.
Well, Barry said he'd have me a commercial here today.
Yeah.
Oh, good. So I don't have to make one?
No, you don't have to make one.
I'm going to go ahead and throw something out there for next year, maybe. Right. How about Tuesday night, since we're off? Why don't we do RPM, and then we'll go to our Devil's Bowl on Wednesday night?
Well, yeah. 2-day show.
2-day deal.
Hey.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm sure Martin's in.
It's fun because I'm so technology driven, because that's why I made my living for 20 years in IT, that I'm like, man, there's so much stuff we could do.
John Webb in Ardmore, he runs IMCA Friday nights.
Yes. Yeah.
And then USRA Modifieds. I guess Saturday. He runs all the classes Friday night. iStock and all of them.
I'm not sure
Fort Bond.
I believe so. And he races like once a month, every month on a Friday night or something like that. So
sure does.
And he runs USRA. What we do, kind of the same deal at the Brian Mize race that me and KR do. We run the Tom Series and IMCA, and everybody's like, well, how do y'all do that? Well, the Toms is not a sanctioned USRA race that week, so they let us do it that week. So, that's something that.
So the USR guy run with the IMCA, they all run together.
No. Actually, we run separate.
Yeah,
and I think that's been a kind of a big draw for our spectators for that race, is because people get to see, all right, your IMCA guys race, and then right behind them here comes your USRA. Open deal.
So you got a stock modified, and then you got an outlaw modified.
Yeah.
So what 3 classes will we see on Wednesday night? The iStocks?
iStock, Sport Mod, and Modifieds.
And a lot of people ask, every time World of Outlaws comes to town, everybody wants to know, hey, when y'all get the World of Outlaw Modifieds? They always want to know at the Devil's Bowl, and I'm like,
that's a whole different.
I know, but that's
any other modified.
Oh, I know, but so what is the difference between, because I like you said that they have different rules for different situations.
Right.
USRA and IMCA. So what's the difference between USRA, IMCA, and then World of Outlaws?
Better,
are you talking about like the big block modifieds that they run up north? Yeah.
So that's a morphodike. That's half sprint car, half modified.
Yeah, like the old limited modifieds that used to race around here, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So they're a rail car.
Yeah.
But so IMCA modified is like a stock modified, basically.
Okay.
Nothing stock about it.
Yeah.
But then the USRA modified, it's like an outlaw modified.
Right.
But if you tweak the spoilers and put a little weight on the front of the outlaw modified, it slow it down enough where a crate motor could run with it if it's slicked off.
Yeah. If you get the right track conditions, the right size track, that type of deal.
A little weight, spoiler deal.
You get a little bit more spoiler if you wanted to. Say if I wanted to put, like I was telling Lanny earlier, we talked about putting the spoiler on there and changing tires and just keeping the crate motor in there, and maybe coming to RPM later on in the season. Right track conditions and that big spoiler, I don't think you'd be far off, be honest with you.
I said to walk away from it, though.
Yeah.
2 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
I think at RPM, this is, of course, now in my second season of calling races and starting to learn and appreciate the actual racing that goes on. It's 2 different types of racing because of the length of the track.
Yeah.
And at RPM, Dink and I love that Dink's name is Dink. Yeah. I love that's his name. Dink. But Dink McCullough's always telling me, he's like, this at RPM, where he and I call races together, he said this is a driver's track. At Devil's Bowl, you still have to be a pretty good driver, but it's more setup and horsepower.
Yeah, it's kind of like y'all were talking about earlier.
It's momentum deal at Devil's Bowl.
Devil's Bowl's like you talked about earlier. It's uphill one corner and downhill the other, and it's 2 different corners, so It's like Lanny was saying a while ago. It's going to be fun to watch guys on that back straightaway, see when they let out the gas, and for the first time there. So,
well, the guys, you'll know the guys that race there before because they'll just stay in the gas, and the other guys will be going into the corner.
214 texted in and says, "Is there? Do you need an IMCA license? Is it required to run on Wednesday at the bowl?"
I think you got. Yeah, I think they're selling temporary license.
Yeah, I guess so. I believe so.
Yeah, if you race for IMCA, you're gonna have to buy a temporary license or a permanent one.
So there you go. There's an answer on that. And matter of fact, I will research that for you and post it on Dirt Talk Nation in just a little bit. So.
But I'm almost positive you buy.
But if you haven't liked Dirt Talk Nation on Facebook yet, you may want to do that so I can post that later. And matter of fact, we'll research that and make sure that it gets out at Devil's Bowl on Facebook as well. So we'll make sure that happens.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, get your any more text messages in 469-355-0362. That's 469-355-0362. One segment left to go. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back more, we'll wrap up the Dirt Talk Nation with Kevin Sestair, LR, and myself, Will Riggs, right here on KFNY, True Texas Radio.
Bush's Chicken has a long tradition of being voted the best chicken in communities where we're located. People love our specials like Tender Tuesday and Happy Hour every day from 2 to 5 p.m. And Bush's believes in giving back to our communities. Most weeks throughout the year, Bush's Chicken is donating meals and our famous iced tea in support of area schools and churches. Stop by today and get the best chicken, the best tenders, and the best tea at the best value. Bush's Chicken, simply the best.
Hi, I'm Dr. Melina Cosby. Do you miss eating foods you love? Are your dentures loose? Tired of yucky paste and glue? At Forney Family Dentistry, we offer implant retained dentures for a confident smile that fits your lifestyle. Call us today for a free consultation or visit us at ForneyFamilyDentistry.com today. At Forney Family Dentistry, we make your whole family smile.
Forney Embroidery is a full-service embroidery and silk screening business. We offer embroidered silk screen scrubs, golf shirts, work shirts, restaurant uniforms, reflective safety gear, caps, jackets, hoodies, and so much more for virtually any business, school, or team. Find them on Facebook or online at ForneyEmbroidery.com or just give Crazy Dave a call at 972-636-8379 and let him create you a company logo or work on getting your existing logo applied to garments and promotional products that promote and advertise your business and services offered. That's 972-636-8379. Forney Embroidery is a proud sponsor of TrueTexasRadio.com.
SL Neighbors Roofing prides ourselves on quality workmanship, customer satisfaction, safety, and we never cut corners or compromise on materials. We offer residential and commercial roofing services, and we are experienced in all the latest and most common types of roofing materials, including shingles, architectural metal, TPO, standing seam, tapered, sheet metal, and more. We do roof repair, replacements, new construction, waterproofing, gutters, and even infrared moisture detection. We also offer free estimates and 24-hour roofing estimates. SL Neighbors also offers exclusive warranties through the top manufacturers such as Gaff, Carlisle, Firestone, and many more with an exclusive 20-year labor warranty. So call us today at 972-771-7578. That's 972-771-7578. SL Neighbors Roofing. We can roof the world.
Since 1968, Smiley's Racing Products and Hoosier Tire Southwest has been serving racers nationwide. From race parts to tires, Smiley's is ready to help you get to the checkered flag first. We provide track-tested parts and advice to all 5 of our store locations, including Kennedale, The Woodlands, Sherman, Oklahoma City, and our main showroom in Mesquite, Texas. If you don't live close to one of our stores, you can order online 24 hours a day at Smiley'sRacing.com or give us a call toll-free at 866-959-7223. Smiley's Racing Products, where we look forward to servicing your race car needs.
Oh, yeah. Final segment of the Dirt Talk Nation. Brought to you by Devil's Bowl Speedway and RPM Speedway. Back-to-back nights. ASCS Gulf Coast Region Sprint Cars headline Friday and Saturday night. Get your tickets. $20 for adults. Seniors, those with military ID, and ages 13 to 15, just $10. Kids 12 and under, always free parking. Get more information online, devilsbowl.com. rpmdirt.com, and then check out devilsbowl.com. Get all the information on next Tuesday and Wednesday night IMCA event. It's going to be a good time. iStock, IMCA Limited Modifieds, IMCA Modifieds. It's going to be a Wednesday night show, but a cool practice situation going down on
Tuesday
Tuesday night.
The best show might be the football game behind the grandstand. We'll watch a good football game.
Man, I tell you what,
behind the grandstands.
Yeah, the kids get out there and do
all
that.
The kids are up back there play football.
Yeah, it's like, hey, there's races going on. Now we're good back here for the
You know, as a kid, I never did go back there.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I never went back there. I was that kid that sat up in the grandstands and I watched races. I
was the
wasn't
one that
worried
was
about all
running
that.
like a little hoodoo.
Now, when I was a kid, we went to the bowl when I was a kid, and I remember I was like, man, I always remember, like, you don't want to sit low because when you come out of turn one, like, it seemed like you was getting just chunks of shit thrown.
Well, back in the day, it was heavy, yeah.
Yeah, it is. You was getting
I remember one
just
time, I never will forget, one time we went to Devil's Bow. Me and my dad went out there, and I don't remember what happened. There was a dog got loose, and I'm watching this dog, and I'm like, man, I sure hope somebody sees that dog and gets him off the track. And they didn't get him off the track, and he got smoked down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never will forget
I've seen
that.
a couple of them do that.
Yeah.
But one thing I was going to say about the kids, you can bring your kids to the bowl, and no kids are going to go outside the gate without an adult.
Right.
Don't care who you are. It ain't happening.
Yeah.
Little kids. So
Yeah,
we
little
watch
kids.
it. We watch our kids. Yeah.
And then, and for those of you who don't know, especially because you may be coming to an IMCA event for the first time, if you have kids that are under 18 years old and they want pit passes, guess what?
You got to have a
Signed.
minor's release signed by both parents and notarized. We have a notary at the track there, but both parents have to sign.
There you go. So for folks who haven't been to the bowl or are new to the bowl this week for this event, yes, that's a insurance thing right there, man.
If you're under 18 years old and you're going to pits,
we got to keep them insurance folks happy. Otherwise, they get really testy with stuff.
Caught two guys going in the pits that snuck in the pits last week.
Yep.
And I was pretty mad at them for not paying, but really, if you don't have the money, that's cool. But dude, you didn't sign the waiver, the insurance waiver, so you're in here without a pit pass. You have no insurance on you. If something happens to you, me and your parents or whoever are going to go to court.
Yeah.
Because you don't have any insurance on you. So please sign, get your pit pass, and please sign the release, the insurance release, so we'll have insurance on you when you're in the pit area.
Yeah, because it's not cool. Yeah, and then they tried to stop them, or they just
walked on by.
Walked on.
And it's not really, like I say, it's not the money, dude. It's the insurance, and that just can't happen.
Yeah, because if you walk out there and a car's coming around that track and hit you, then and you didn't sign that release.
I do have insurance on everybody at my place, so I'm a stickler about that.
Yeah, we're the same way in our company. We everybody's
he knows about the insurance.
Insurance is just it's gotten crazy.
Yeah.
It's insane. Yeah, we get into that conversation for 6 months.
Save them from themselves.
Yep.
Yes.
So
because
anyways, the IMCA deal.
I'm ready.
I am ready.
I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna charge up all my stuff.
Do you know Jim Stafford?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Nice guy.
Yeah.
Nice guy, really. Nice.
Yeah, the IMCA, their group is they're a good group of guys.
Speedy Bills, that's their boys that own it, ain't it? Speedway Motors.
Well, I'm not sure how that connection is tied in.
There's some connection in
there. Is some type of connection. I'm not sure what it is, though.
They're all good people.
Yeah, very good people.
Yeah.
But you guys get your text in. We got about 7 minutes. 469-355-0362. That's 469-355-0362. Of course, you can watch online through our YouTube page, directly through our website, dirttalknation.com. Make sure you like us on Facebook. Are you trying to see yourself, LR? Is that what you're doing?
No, I was just reading what that 469.
Yeah, 469-355-0362, provided by Young Ideas TV. It's a pretty cool little deal. People text in. They text in questions and comments. And when local guys are on, they like to razz each other a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Always fun. But we have a requirement. If you're going to razz somebody, you got to put your name on it.
Well, you did race at RPM quite a bit. I mean, not quite a bit, but
yeah, we raced there several times. I like RPM. It's sometimes a little tough for us to get over on Friday nights.
So where do you live at?
We're based out of Emory.
I see.
Emory, Texas. Out in East Texas.
Oh, East Texas. So.
I started my radio career
far.
not far from there.
Oh, yeah?
And
Yeah.
99.9 KMOO.
KMOO, yeah,
Yes, sir.
exactly.
I hosted the morning show for 2 years at
Oh, yeah.
KMOO. Yes,
yeah.
sir.
KMOO radio.
Yep. And, they did KMOO. Yeah.
KMOO radio.
And we had that van that's cow print.
Oh, yeah. Sit out there in
was-
front all the
It
time.
was
Yeah.
rough, man. And nobody could ever, no matter how many times you gave people directions to KMOO, like it's the only thing on the highway, people will pass it all day.
Yeah.
Then we got Joe Casper. He's another announcer for us. And he used to work at 92.5.
Joe, look, I love Joe,
yeah.
but Joe reminds me of the bus driver from The Simpsons. He's like a acid flashback, man. Back in the day, man.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day, 92.5.
Matter of fact, we were at Bubba's for that deal.
Yeah, last week was a good time.
He had one of his tie-dye
92.5
KZPS shirts on. I bet he got it back in the 80s.
I always like the announcers that do radio gigs. There's an announcer at Texarkana. He's on the radio too, and so I think it's they got a good voice. And,
Yeah.
Man, like I said, I lucked into it. Like I literally was in the right place at the right time, and man, I'm glad that I was. Like I have a good time with it, and
So actually, he's pretty new to
Yeah.
to play
To-
by play.
I don't-
racing, you know what I'm saying?
announcers are a big part of the show.
Oh,
They're
big,
huge
and
part
he's
of the show.
learning the technology. I mean, the terminology.
Right.
And all that. He's coming along pretty good.
You know, that's one thing. Me and Kevin Rogers, when we do our shows, we make sure we've got a couple good announcers. Have been, and
Oh,
I
they'll
think
bring
they
a
make
lot
a
to
show.
the show.
You know,
yeah,
they-
Kevin came out. He was on the show when Bobby Morphus's stuff got stolen last year. We
That's
did the
right.
show
Yeah.
over here. But yeah, KR
Right.
came and on the show.
Yeah. So that's one thing we try to do on some of our shows is make sure we got some good announcers, keep the crowd entertained, and let them know what's going on. So it's key.
It's fun. Like we always try to come up with different things and different ways to keep people involved. And I think Chris and I, Wes Smith's wife, we came up with some ideas and for like intermission or between race things. But we've really sped the races up so quickly now, especially heat races. Like I mean, I'm telling you,
Hold on.
like that heat race is done before they're off. The next ones they're going around the backside of the
So,
track.
They come up with this idea we're going to give away side panels.
That was not my idea, man. I would prefer you just bring me the side panels for the studio. Let's just do that.
The little boy that won the side panel was bigger than him. It wouldn't fit in the car, dude. So Mama's pissed.
Right?
Because she can't get this thing in the car. The kid ain't leaving without it. I just drove right on by. You know what
I'm
I mean?
not
I wasn't
dealing
even going to touch that one.
like I wanted to
I
do.
thought, well, y'all did
That was
really did this lady a favor.
That was not my idea. That was not my. That was before. That was going on when I started
Going down 175 with a body panel hanging out of the
hanging
trunk.
out of the trunk with the trunk open. Like I said, we need to buy some oversized tricycles and have people register when they come in.
Right.
Here's the deal. I felt sorry for both of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's like, I feel bad for him because he's not leaving without it. Because, man, look, it for those of folks, if you've never been up close to the car, look, I have side panels in here that take it. They're 6 feet long, man. They take up the entire damn wall.
This car's a big car.
Yeah, it's a big car. And
But we do, to bring that back, we do stuff like you were saying. We keep people entertained. We give stuff like that away all the time.
And we like to think, I get, if there's a driver, like a regular weekly driver in the pits, man, I am merciless. I will. They were rolling. They stopped me last week because Rick Murray and Steven Neighbors were in the pits, and I was like, "Oh, look, Rick Murray and Steven Neighbors are down here on the concourse. They love it when you stop and ask to take selfies. They're ready right now. You guys check them out. They're over at the concession stand. And all these kids ran over, and Steven, they're like, these son of a." And then
we just wanted to get them a hamburger.
Right. And then when they left, it was Neighbors was probably about 20, 30 steps in front of Rick Murray. And Joe goes, "Oh, look, Rick Murray chasing Steven Neighbors." And that always is. And I said, Neighbors is trying to chase down Kevin Rowland. So I said all the same thing. And then, but no, I loved it.
That's another one that y'all going to have to watch. That's Kevin Rowland car in the sport
yeah.
mod.
Yeah, he'll be in the sport mode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Kevin, we go way back. It's a funny story. He raced three-wheelers when we were kids, and me and my brother did. And we traveled all over the country years ago, back in the 80s, racing three-wheelers with Kevin. So we've got some good stories together. So I've known Kevin for a long time.
Yeah, he's one of the guys. I think he's going to run the sport mod deal.
Yeah, Kevin's a good racer.
All right, y'all. That brings us to the end of the Dirt Talk Nation.
Kevin. Appreciate
I want to thank Kevin Sestair for
me.
coming by. Well, obviously, LR and Travis Rylett for stopping by in the 7 o'clock hour. Make sure you join us next Tuesday night for practice at Devil's Bowl Speedway for the IMCA event. And then the match race, and then Wednesday night for the IMCA factories, IMC stocks, iStocks, iLimited modifieds, and IMCA modifieds. That's a Wednesday night event. Of course, ASCS has lots of letters, man.
Hold on. Here's what it is. It's IMCA modifieds, IMCA
sport mod, sorry.
and IMCA iStock, which is a stock car.
All right, and then there's so many letters, y'all. And the other letters you need to be worried about is ASCS Gulf South Region. Good Lord, there's lots of words in there. Friday and Saturday night at RPM Speedway, y'all. Just get the information. RPMdirt.com, devilsbowl.com. It will see you back here in 2 weeks, but check us out online, dirttalknation.com. We'll have some live streaming video on Tuesday night of the practice and the match race, so you guys check that out there. Until we're back with you then, for LR, for Kevin, for